This is a second update. What I wanted to show you was the hatch part that I've built. I've used bar hinges that you would say you would find in a pub. I don't know how well they're going to work. Graham from Lakeside used different hinges and these was really good. Is really good. But I'd already built this before his video came out, so I thought, well, I'll give them a try and we'll see how well the hatch goes up without mucking up the track too much, or at all. I don't really want to muck it up at all. So that's one thing we're going to be looking at. Also at the moment I've been sorting through all of the polystyrene packaging I've got, trying to formulate a design, what I want to do. What I'm thinking of doing here is coming around the curve and then gradually start rising up a general slope, coming up, and here there'll be a tunnel on the corner and the train going through, and then it will appear here and then gradually make its way back down around a dropping curve around here with a nice bit of scenery in this corner here. That's how I'm starting to formulate a vision in my mind of how I want it to look. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I've started to use the packaging that I've been saving up, create a hillside along this side wall and along here as well. I've just stuck these ones together, just trying to fix them together as best I can, just to build up the hillside, create that bulk. It's going quite well. I used a cheap version of like no nails and it seems to stick the polystyrene together. I'm trying to work out what's the best stuff to stick it without melting the polystyrene, and it seems to be working, so I'm quite pleased. So it's coming along slowly but surely. Okay, so here's another update. Just thought I'd do a few updates with a few days in between, and then edit them together so you can see my progress. This has been over quite a few days where I've been doing this, gradually building up the layers of the scenery with all this polystyrene that I've gathered. So I'm just gradually trying to get a reasonably level surface for the train to go down, trying to get me grade as gentle as possible for the trains to go down, and then it will bend down forever, getting lower and lower, and then be back down flat in front of the windows there. So it's going pretty well. Certainly the no nails stuff, or the cheaper equivalent that I'm getting from Toolstation, which is one of the best prices, called Instant Nails, works really well with polystyrene, sticks it together nicely, so I'm pleased with that. So it's time to get on and do a bit more. Well, I've just been doing a bit more in this section, building it up, trying to get some levels going on, get some bulk to this corner, and then I can start to bring the grade down to get it down flat before the flap. Okay, so the next stage, another update here. This is what I've got to. I think I'm probably going to leave the polystyrene now and probably move to the plaster bandage or the sculptor mould, that sort of thing. But so that gives me the higher level that I wanted, and then the gradual slope coming down, sloping down to here. And I'll put it'll be dead flat across here, and obviously across the hatch part. I mean, The angle of the gradient obviously is probably not perfect because I didn't use any of the calculations that you guys normally use to get this done, but this one seems to go okay up it. Some of the track things still needs another clean because there's a couple of little dead spots where it stops, but overall it runs, and that's just with the 2 wires going to it, with no other dropper wires. So there's the dead spot there. There's no other dropper wires or anything, or a bus wire going around as yet. This is very early days, but that's the nice high. That's the high level that I wanted. On this corner, as I said, will be a tunnel with quite a bit of rocky stuff. But it's just been finishing this side and this corner, and I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. So hopefully from here we can make further progress. We'll turn him round. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I've done my little bit for recycling. There's quite a bit of polystyrene in there, probably too much. You guys will probably say, but I was just building it up as I went along. So it's better than going into landfill. So very happy with that. Okay, so here's the latest update. We've now got a full circuit of track. I've gone round. Still needs tweaking. Still going to put in a few more bits, get the levels better. As you can see, there's an engine on the track, and I'll get them going in a second just to show you. But we've gone all the way around now, down the grade there, just done this corner and then down to the base level, so all the way around now. And we've got it just temporarily hooked up to my digital controller, so we'll get this going and we'll show you. He is a little bit noisy, he needs a bit of a service, so I've hardly run him at all since I bought him, probably a couple of years ago now, but he does run. So he's down to the bottom level there. Just give him a little bit more juice. Oh, hello. A little bit of a stop there, don't know why that happened. Just bring him down to a stop. And we'll change direction. And this is track with just the 2 wires supplying the track, so there's no, as yet, there's no dropper wires, no bus wire, because as I said, I'm going to make this a DC, well, it is running as a DCC layout. So just with the 2 wires there, as you can see in that corner, that's the only contact, so not too bad for a start. So thanks a lot, and onward and upward.